Hi there, thanks for joining me. My name is Sarah and this is my project pan video for November. I wanted to start off, I have been project panning privately off of YouTube since August of 2016, and I have just recently decided to start a YouTube channel. There is a great community of project panners here on YouTube and I wanted to join in. So this is my first project 10 pan. It will be just for the month of November, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first item that I have, I'll go ahead and get my big stuff out of the way. This is the infamous Bath & Body Works body lotion. This one is in Twisted Peppermint, so obviously if you are familiar, you know that this one is, this design here is several years old. I went through a phase, like I know many did, where I just bought and bought and bought and bought, and when they had the semi-annual sale, I would buy like 10 because they were $3 as opposed to like $13. So I got a bunch of these. I got a bunch of my very favorite, which is Vanilla Bean Noel, and I am finally working through them. This is the last Twisted Peppermint that I have, and I have just a couple more, I think 2 more of the Vanilla Bean Noel, so I needed to take a break from those. So I'm working on Twisted Peppermint. I do hope to finish this this month. I'm not sure. So this, I started tracking this one on October the 9th, October the 9th. So I was here on October the 9th, and then today is actually the 30th of October. So I'm down to here. Now that doesn't look like a lot of progress for 3 weeks. However, I did get married 2 weeks ago, and then we went on our honeymoon. So there was about 10 days out of this 3 weeks that I did not, I didn't take this with me, and so I wasn't using it. So that's really only about a week and a half to 2 weeks worth of progress. So I'm hoping with a full month's worth, I can go ahead and get this finished. This is just the regular body lotion and not that like triple whatever cream that's in the tall one. So I'm hoping that this will be a little bit easier to get through than those bigger ones. So that's my first item. My second item is this Urban Decay. Oh, hello. It is my Urban Decay Quick Fix. This is actually, it says it's the primer spray. I have never used this as a primer. I do use just a regular primer, and then I actually use this as my setting spray. Works great. I don't really know what the difference is. I've used the all-nighter. I've used lots and lots of setting sprays. I love setting sprays, but I just use this, although it is called a prep priming spray. I just use it as a setting spray. So it's taken me quite a while to get through this whole bottle. I am now down to here as of today. So I'm hoping that in the next month I can go ahead and finish this one off. I got a little mini bottle of this in my Sephora Play box this for this month, for October. So I've got that one to work on. I've got some other full-size ones to work on. So this does take a long time. So I'm just ready to be done with this one and move on to something different. My third item here is a Sephora foundation. I have been trying to get rid of this one bottle of foundation for ages. I don't love it. I don't think, this is like an old version of it. It does come with a dropper. It is super, super thin. It's incredibly watery. I will like put a couple of droppers on the back of my hand and it truly will like just slide off of the back of my hand. I have to work very quickly. A brush does not work with it. I have to use a damp beauty blender, and I just don't love it. So it took me forever to get down to here, but now I am here where that mark is there. And I know that it's only going to take probably like maybe 3 or 4 uses to finish this all up, but you can see that I marked that on September the 1st and it has not moved. I have not even picked this up since September the 1st. So I just need to get it done. I just need to be able to put it in my empties and move on. I don't love it. I'm ready to be done with it. Okay, the next one, since we're on the subject of products I don't love, I do love a good lip scrub. I love a good lip scrub. This is not a good one. This is the Pacifica Lips Like Sugar Candied Lemon and Sugar Lip Scrub. Not great. Again, it's very soft. It's very grainy, which I do like, but it's incredibly soft. It won't even, like, every time I press it to my lips, it won't even hold its shape. So I've got good progress on it. I think I started this, this one I started September the 10th. So, you know, it was just like a regular size. I've got about a month and a half's worth of use on it, and I'm ready just to be done with it. I don't love it. I have the Bite Beauty Agave, that one that everyone loves, Agave Lip Mask, for when I'm done with this. So I'm ready to move on with that one, get it done, get it out of my collection. Got a gimme product for you, the Clump Crusher. Very controversial product. I know some people love it. Emily Noel 83 swears by this for her lower lashes. I don't love it. This I actually specifically bought for my wedding. This is the water resistant one. I don't know if they're all water resistant. All of the Clump Crusher is water resistant, I should say. But this one I specifically did buy because it is water resistant. It is so dry. This formula is so dry that truly for the first week that I was using it to test it out for my wedding, I didn't even know if I was getting any product onto my lashes. I have pretty good lashes. I've never worn fake lashes, which I know you're not supposed to say on YouTube. I've never worn fake lashes. These are just my natural lashes. I happen to think they're pretty good. I can use a good coat of mascara or 2 or 3 good coats of mascara, go about my day and be fine. Don't love this one. So I figured if I have used it for the past month to test it out for my wedding and then on my wedding day. And I've kind of used it off and on since, you know, like for my honeymoon and in the week since we got back. But I figure I'll give it another month's worth of use. That's a solid 2 months. And that's a good enough go for a dry mascara. I'll just be done with it. The next one, since we're in the eye area, I want to talk about my e.l.f. This is the Clear Brow Gel and Clear Mascara. So this Clear Brow Gel is nearly done. I'm actually to here. I didn't mark it, but I will. I am about to here on the brow gel side. This clear mascara side has not been used at all. I do plan to just use the clear mascara for my brow gel once I'm finished. I don't care. It's not that serious, honestly. But I just started this on October the 2nd. So it hasn't even been a month yet, and I'm a good portion of the way through this. It's pretty thin. It does get a little sticky about halfway through the day. I obviously have very dark brows, and about part of the way through the day, I can see where, like, if I scratch my brow or something, it does start to flake up a little. I don't love that, but whatever. It holds them in place. It's good enough. So that's it. I just want to use it and be done with it. I have the Benefit 1 or 6 of the sample ones to use after this. So this is just another one. I just want to check off the list and move on. Here's the product I love, since I've been talking about a bunch of stuff that I don't necessarily love. This is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Powder. This is awesome. I have been using this, so I started using this, I think in July. I just got the small one. This is like $10 at Sephora. It's the small one, but this has truly lasted me. I just marked it before this video, so it's not settling evenly here, but this is where I'm at. I've got about that much left in it. I started here in July. It was all the way to the top. This stuff was really densely packed as well. As I started using more of it, it loosened up a little bit, but it was really hard to get out at first. I wasn't using very much, so I felt like my progress at the beginning was really slow, but I have made some pretty consistent progress through the last couple of months. So I figure that's about a month's worth, and maybe a little bit more, but if I just kind of pack it on a little bit heavy, then it'll be fine. This is the medium. You can see that. In the summer, I know everyone says they get a little bit of a tan in the summer. I don't see a lot of the sunlight, but I do live in Texas, so invariably I do get a little bit more color. I'm not super pale to begin with. I'm kind of olivey. Lighting is not great right now, but I'm kind of an olivey complexion, so medium works pretty good for me in most things. I tend to get like the medium CC cream from It Cosmetics. That's like a perfect blend for me. And then in the HD, the Makeup Forever HD, I'm like a Y335, so that's like right in the middle of the color spectrum. So yeah, so medium works for me. I've never tried the translucent. I'm sure it's great. I don't know. This one I do love. Once again, ready to just use that up and move on to the next thing that I have. Here we go. Who doesn't have something ColourPop in a project pan? This is a Super Shock Shadow in Brady. I saw this from someone on YouTube. They said it's a great crease color. It's a great all over lid shade. And those things are true. I have just the outsides of this pan left over. But let me tell you, it's looked like this for 2 months. About the middle of every month, I say, I'm just going to use it until the end of the month and then I'm going to throw it out. I have not quite had this for a year. I just discovered ColourPop probably about this time last year, so everything that I have is about a year old. I spent, $30 and got free shipping, and then a week later I spent $30 more and got free shipping. So this is what I have remaining in this. This one is all the way to the pan on that side, but pretty even pan for the rest of the way. I'm just gonna use it, and truly, if it's not done by the end of the year, I will discard this. But I can't tell. It has honestly looked like this since September. So there you go. I'm just gonna use it and then get rid of it at the end of the year if I have anything left. I have 2 more things and then kind of like a bonus. This is the Bite, what the heck are these even called? Bite Beauty Matte Creme Lip Crayon. I received 3 of these in an influencer box last year. Love them. I love these. This is kind of a weird color for me. This is in Kava. I go back and forth between loving this and not totally loving this. Again, I don't know if it's because of my skin tone or what the deal is. That's how much I have left. They do go decently quick. I can probably be done with this in about 2 weeks. They are very creamy. They do go on, and these things last. For a lip crayon, they do last really well. I went through, I don't even know what the other one was called. Doesn't matter. But I have 1 more remaining in Red Velvet, which is an amazing red color. It's got just the slightest like bright factor to it. I wore it on Christmas last year. It was fabulous. I sang wearing that lipstick and it just like popped from the stage. It was awesome. I will probably do the same thing again this year. But for now, I have been working on this one off and on for a couple of months. I'm just ready to be done with it. There we go. Maybe if I put it up against my wall, you can kind of see a little bit better. But yeah, that's what I have. I'm sure I'm not wearing any lip product right now except that Pacifica. My lips from right after we got married, like I got sick on our honeymoon. That was awesome. So we have been back we got back a week from yesterday. So I was sick as a dog. So I've been sick for about 10, 11 days. My lips got super chapped. I think I just probably was dehydrated. I don't know. We went up to New York and to Boston, which was amazing. I want to do like vloggy blog kind of things on that. Yeah, I got sick. Crazy change of weather. I live in Texas. It's crazy hot. Bad allergies. Went up to the East Coast. Beautiful, beautiful weather, but just ick. So anyways, I haven't worn any lipstick pretty much for most of my honeymoon and not even once since we got back. So for about 2 weeks, I haven't worn any lipstick, just like different balms and things like that, just trying to get rid of these crazy chapped lips. So hopefully I will be back to wearing lipstick and I can get rid of that. I can work through, I should say, that Bite Beauty one in the next several weeks. So my last item is something that another one that I bought specifically for not so much the wedding, but for the honeymoon. These are the simple micellar wipes. I didn't want to have to try to take like a micellar water, a bottle, and cotton pads and all those different things to try to pack. I don't like to check baggage, so I always take a carry-on. I didn't want to have to fool with that, so I thought wipes were the way to go. These are fine. I know, again, some people swear by them. I am not a huge fan of makeup wipes in general. I just don't feel like I'm not generally sensitive, but I feel like my eyes get super sensitive if I'm just scrubbing a wipe, and I just don't like it. I don't feel like I can get my face clean. I just prefer like a true micellar water on a cotton pad, ba-boom, you're done. So I've only used, this is 25 wipes. I have used exactly 1 week's worth, so I used 7 days worth of these pads, so that means I have 18 left. So if I use them every couple of days, that is a month's worth. I should be able to get through these in November. So there we go. Those are going in the Project 10 pan for November. The last couple of items that I have, I'm not really counting, but I'm kind of counting. I do want to just get through them and just move them out like most of us that order a lot online and get sample boxes and so forth. I have a lot of samples, specifically perfume samples. So I've got 4 here that I just want to throw in, not necessarily to count, but just to be rid of them, honestly. This is the Viktor and Ralph Flower Bomb. I don't do florals. I'm willing to give this a go because that's, I don't know, maybe 3-4 days worth. I've got 4 of them here. I figured that's 4 weeks. I can use them a few times a week and then just clear them out and be done with them. This is Flower Bomb. I'm not a florals girl. I am a bakery girl, as far as like, you know, like candles. I love the bakeries, the vanillas, the, you know, like I want to eat the candles. I don't like florals at all. I'm very sensitive to florals. So this one I have found, I'm not super sensitive to it. I just don't care for it. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. Like I said, it's 3 days worth. I might as well use it and be done. And then just put it in my done pile for the year. These next 3 I did end up getting when I went to Sephora before, about 2 weeks before my wedding. I went to Sephora. I had narrowed it down to 4 perfume samples that I wanted to try. And then I also got a new primer and a couple of foundation samples for, you know, I wanted like something that was lightweight but long wearing. I wanted something good quality, you know, not necessarily something drugstore. I wanted to go ahead and splurge and spend a little bit of money, from, you know, so I could say that was special. That was like my wedding day foundation and my wedding day perfume. I did not end up choosing any of these, but I liked them all. So I still have the samples, and I just want to go ahead and use them. I do like them. This was the one that I liked the least, and I was surprised by that. This is the Prada Amber. I've got that much left. I don't know why I didn't take it out of the bag. Oh, so I could tell you what it was. I've got that much left, like I say, maybe 2 days worth. And I just want to use it, be done with it, chuck it in the empties pile. Then this one is Kat Von D Saint. I loved Saint when it was originally released. I don't know, 10, maybe 12 years ago. I loved it. I had a back, you know, like a backup of it, and I was so distraught when she discontinued it. I love Kat Von D. She's totally my girl crush. Loved Saint. So then I heard she was bringing this back. I got super excited. I wanted to see if it was the same. I don't know if it's the same. I heard someone say the other day that they thought there was like a hair of a difference, and I thought it was me. I thought that was just me saying like, oh no, this isn't the same thing. I like the old Saint. But I feel like this is just the tiniest bit different. It could just be my imagination, but I do still like this. I do still enjoy it. I will still use it. I've got maybe 3 days worth. I'm going to use it. I'm going to like it. I probably will, next weekend is the VIB sale. I think I'm going to go ahead and get a roller ball of it just to have it, just for nostalgia. I will use it, but, you know, just kind of as like a throwback. But that's my story on Kat Von D Saint. This one. I ended up going with this scent for my wedding day, perfume. It is Dolce & Gabbana, and it is very appropriately called The One. That was kind of intentional and kind of not intentional. If you read the description of it on the Sephora website, it says like the diva fragrance, and let me tell you, if there ever was a non-bridezilla ever in the world, that was me. I wasn't a bridezilla. My mother even said I wasn't a bridezilla, but I loved this fragrance. It was the diva fragrance. They said, you know, the description was like, it's sophisticated and it's whatever. It is a little more floral than I typically like, and expensive, as, you know, it's Dolce & Gabbana, so it was expensive. However, this is more like a keepsake. I will wear it for special events. I will wear it for our anniversary. I will, you know, just when I'm feeling like particularly lovey or whatever, I think I will wear this. It will just, you know, hopefully remind me, scent memory, you know, it will just remind me like, oh, this was what I wore on my wedding day. This is special to me. I did truly, truly love it. So that was it. So those are my 10 Project 10 pan items for November, and then my 4 little bonus samples with the perfume. I will maybe update halfway through the month. I don't really know, since this is one of my first couple of videos, I'm not really sure what kind of a schedule I'm going to be on. Hopefully I'll be able to upload a couple of nights a week. But please do stay tuned if you like project pans, and if you are, if you like me, then go ahead and subscribe and like my video. That would be super helpful and really encouraging. I am just starting out, as you can see. I only have a couple of videos up. I am, I've been working on, since we are newly married and we're sort of merging everything all together. I call this project like mergin' and purgin', to merge together all of our stuff and purge what we don't need. So I'm working on like a KonMari / declutter type of a thing. I don't know if that'll be a series. I did start to film the first couple yesterday, and holy cow, it's a lot of work. So it might end up being broken into a few different videos. Certainly if you like declutters, project pans, just want to know what I'm up to, then you can subscribe. I would love that. But I hope to see you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.